Hi everyone, my name is Rocio and I'm going to present my final exam for the subject Resources and ICT 23-24. This exam is divided into two parts. The first one is a teaching project that I'm going to explain now. For this teaching project, I have set some initial details. For example, the age of my students that are 10 or 11 years old. Then the curriculum goes according to the decree number 209 2022 of November 17, which establishes the organization and curriculum of primary education in the autonomous community of the region of Murcia, are these key competencies, specific competencies, and basic knowledges. Then the profile of my students are a 25 children group from fifth grade with a range of interests and talents. They are naturally curious and love hands-on learning experiences. They are comfortable using technologies like computers and tablets and enjoy collaborating with peers. Creativity is important to them and they like expressing themselves visually. Most of all, they are driven by a passion of learning and enjoy exploring and experimenting in supportive environments. Well, with these initial details, I have asked ChatGPT what to do. This is the answer it gave me. Then I decided to change the virtual reality task to a quiz one, and I could introduce more resources for making the comic and the stop motion tasks. Well, and now I'm going to explain deeply task 1, task 2, and task 3. First, task 1, called Climate Challenge, is an interactive quiz where students will develop a test to acquire knowledge of climate change and promote understanding of its key concepts. Now I'm going to show you how to make the quiz. You have to search on the internet quizzes, then tap and enter the first link. Then you have to enter in your dashboard, in your account, or creating an account, and now create a questionnaire. Exam type, and here you have the multiple options you can select for the questions. We are going to make an multiple choice one. But first, here you can see how to obtain some ideas from the others quizzes people have made. Here are examples of climate change questions. Then, a multiple choice question, you have to write the question you want to, and then you can write the answers you want to, or you can generate them by an IA tool, as you are seeing now. Then, when you have them, select the correct one and save the question. Here you can see it. And now here you can put a title on your quizzes and change some features like the subject, the level, or the language. And also you can upload a photo for your quiz. Save, and then on publish, and you can save it, share it, or edit it. If you want to share it, here you can copy the link, or you can start it right now. If you click there, you have to select the classic mode and start. And then you just have to wait for people to join it. And this is the result. You have to click on start, and these are the questions. The first one is a open-ended one. In the second one, they have to fill the blank with the correct word. The third one is a multiple choice one. The fourth one is a true-false one. The fifth, another multiple choice. The sixth, they have to make a drawing to represent what the statement asks. And the following ones are all multiple choice ones. And that's all. To continue, I'm going to explain task 2 called Eco Adventures. It is a comic creation in which students will use their creativity and linguistic communication skills to create a comic strip series that educates readers about climate change. First of all, we have to divide the class into small groups of five, so 5 children per group. Then we have to look for some specific aspects of climate change, for example, polar ice caps, deforestation, or renewable energies, of which they have to choose one per group. The first session for this task will be dedicated to make sketches manually so that the children have a previous idea before representing it digitally. And then the following 2 sessions encourage them to use digital tools like Canva, Pixton, or Comic Live to design comic strips that explain the chosen aspect of climate change, incorporating some dialogue or narration. Now I'm going to make an example on Canva. So you have to enter Canva on the internet and look for some templates regarding the topic, for example, comic. Then select a template, this one for example, and on the left side we have a toolbar in which we can press elements to generate some IAs images. We have to enter the statement we want to and press generate. It will give us some options. We just have to select the best one and adjust it and repeat the same action for all the photos. And then if we don't like the given ones, we can change the style of the design of the photos and generate it again. Then we adjust it and we can add some text to explain what's happening on our photo so the comic is better easy to understand. And then when we have it, we just have to press share and these are the options. And this is an example of how the product will look. And as the last task, we have task 3 called the solution. So once the problem has been exposed and assimilated by the class, students will collaborate to create an stop motion animation video that highlights some actions to mitigate climate change. The same groups as the previous task will freely choose one or more ways to reduce or eliminate climate change using stop motion apps like stop motion video or even TikTok. So they will show the solutions they propose and they can use things from nature or creating them by hand. And now here you can see how to use the stop motion studio app. You have to enter an app store, look for it, install it, and open it. And then when you are on the app, you just have to take your phone, take photos on the different steps you want to show, and you can see your evolution during making the stop motion. And this is an example of how the final product will look. And now, after explaining the different tasks I proposed, I'm going to talk about the value of digital tools in my project. Well, I think that incorporating digital tools into my project has been essential. First of all, it makes learning super engaging. So think about it. Using cool digital stuff keeps us interested and involved, and it helps us to express our ideas in really cool and creative ways. Like, for example, making awesome visual or interactive tasks as the previous ones. And what about teamwork? Well, I think that we can work together on projects no matter where we are and share different ideas. But this is not just about fun and games. I think that digital tools also give us access to tons of information and resources online. So we are learning skills that will help us out in the real world. So yeah, incorporating ICTs is a win-win all around. To continue, I'm talking about the assessment to the tools I have used. I have followed the rubric for e-learning tool evaluation. In this table, you can see the parts I have evaluated. Using it, I realized that all aspects about privacy, data protection, and rights work well on the three tools I have selected that are quizzes, Canva, and stop motion creation. But I have had some limitations to saving, archiving, or importing and exporting content or activity data in the app Canva. Because if you want more quality than the normal one that the app gives you, you have to pay for the advanced version. In addition, in this table, you can see how I'm going to assess the task and what I'm going to take into account for grading. Well, at the end of this first part of the exam, I'm going to talk about the learning design of my project using ECAD framework. According to ECAD framework, this is an emergent activity by which knowledge emerges by doing the tasks involved. This emergent activity has three dimensions: the set design, the epistemic design, and the social design. The set design dimension involves how the physical learning environment is arranged so it's physically situated. Then, regarding the set design, this activity will be carried out in a class with the use of digital tools and physical ones. Students will have enough time to prepare the activities in class and then to present it. They will use Quiz, Canva, Piston, stop motion creators, or TikTok. And in addition, as a necessary tool, they will need at least one smartphone or tablet and one laptop per group. Then, in the epistemic design dimension, it revolves around proposing tasks and making suggestions for meaningful activities within the learning environment. So that means that is epistemically situated. So, first of all, my students will have to use Quiz's web or app for completing the quiz. Then each group will select a specific aspect of the topic and they will have to start making some handmade first drawings for inspiration that later they will have to show in a comic using an app or a web for that. And at the last task, they have to give some solutions to the problem faced, and to do this, they will have to use stop motion technology. And to the end, the social design focuses on how people work together within the learning environment, so it's socially situated. And it would be the same in both activities, comic and stop motion one, dividing the class in five mixed groups of five students each one. And the quiz activity is an individual task. Well, welcome to the second part of this final exam. In this second part, I'm going to answer some questions that Linda asked us. The first one is to expose five critical elements of this course that I would like to include permanently on my PLE. Here you can see a diagram that shows what are these elements. So I'm going to now explain them deeper. ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence language model that generates human-like text responses. I decided to include it in my PLE because it serves as a valuable tool by providing instant access to information, assistance with understanding complex concepts, and support in generating ideas or solutions to problems. Then, YouTube is a video sharing platform where users can upload, view, and share videos on a wide range of topics.
It is included in my PLE because I've been using it during this course as it facilitates the sharing of educational content among learners worldwide and promotes collaborative learning experiences. Then, Instagram is a social media platform primarily focused on visual content where users can share multimedia. It has played a significant role in my PLE as a tool for sharing our group tasks and evolution during this course by posting stories and publications with a lot of educational content. To follow, Canva is a graphic design platform that has become a powerful tool for my PLE. And this is because it facilitates both creation and reflection processes through designing custom graphics and presentations. Also, it allows you to visually represent any information and enhance comprehension and retention of information. And to conclude, I have chosen Miro app because it has been a great discovery for me thanks to this subject. It's an online collaborative whiteboarding platform where you can ideate and co create projects by fostering creativity and performance. For the next question, I have selected the fourth one about the Discomperio framework. I have chosen areas 2, 3, and 4. And now I'm going to explain them. Area 2 is about digital competence. Educators face a vast array of digital resources for teaching, requiring adept selection, modification, and management to enrich learning experiences. And this demands aligning resources with specific learning objectives. I think I have improved this competence in task 1 about TPAC and ACAT when contrasting information provided by ChatGPT with information of official and reliable documents. Also, on task 3, by selecting specific information to make a comic, and in task 10, too, when delving into the UDL framework to reflect and improve a previous task. Then, area 3 is about teaching and learning. Digital technologies enhance teaching and learning by empowering educators to use technology effectively across various learning phases. This includes planning, implementing, and experimenting with digital tools and guiding learners in autonomous learning. I think I have improved this competence in tasks 4, 5, and 6 by developing them in a more manipulative way by enabling learners to use digital technologies as part of collaborative assignments to enhance communication, collaboration, and collaborative knowledge creation while providing them guidance and assistance. And to end, Area 4 is about assessment. Digital technologies revolutionize assessment in education, offering diverse formats and approaches for formative and summative evaluation. Educators analyze digital evidence to inform teaching, providing targeted feedback and support. And I think I have improved this competence in task 7 as it consisted in evaluating technological tools we have used, why and how. Also, when having the analyst role, as you are in charge of conducting the assignments, final reflection, and the weekly evaluation of the group members' performance. For the last question, I have to reflect on some aspects. The first one is about the grade I think I earned. And well, I believe that I deserve a 9 as a grade for this subject because I have added numerous new experiences and concepts to my PLE, recognizing the complexity and individuality of this process. I have improved my language skills by using English both in and out of class to interact with my international peers. Furthermore, I have learned diverse methods of information expression, including infographics, posters, Kahoots, and informational maps like Venn diagrams or mental maps, which I have applied to tasks related to Tipacanica. And I have also gained insight into the significance of the Comperio framework in engaging students in meaningful learning experiences. Then, additionally, I have explored how comic creation enhances education by simplifying complex concepts through storytelling. And moreover, I have delved into various new technologies such as stop motion, robotics, and virtual or augmented reality. And throughout this whole journey, I have integrated AI assistance to it, engaging in self reflection on my tasks and roles, and adaptive to collaborative group efforts. Then I think that the most challenging role I have undertook during this course was the star role one, because as the star you are responsible for presenting the group's work to the rest of the class each week. And for me, stepping into the star role has been quite stressful because I tend to get nervous and feel uncomfortable speaking English in front of a large audience. And then about the utilization of AI in my exam, well, artificial intelligence has helped me in the development of this exam, just by providing the initial idea to start it and then as a translator for certain information. But however, thanks to creativity and my own ideas, I have managed to gather and condense the information, ultimately achieving the desired outcome for this project. I hope you like it a lot and see you.